bank, yes. The vault popped open like a muffin.
And the police? They're too fast for me to get clear away, so we proceeded with the other plan.
It's all right. Come on, get away. It's an outrage. One lone bandit flashes in and out of here before you know it. Now, all I want to know is that...
I know. I've had a report. Join the cordon, officer.
Yes, sir.
I'm Nielsen of the yard. This is Inspector Dennis. We're taking charge.
Well, you're a bit late. The bandit's gone. Got away with 10,000 pounds of the bank's money.
Well, he can't get far. Pre-plan completed?
Yes, sir. 1 minute off the alarm, our cars establish a cordon around the entire district.
Good. Our man must be inside that line. The net will close at the rate of 1 square an hour. Our fish can't possibly wriggle out of it.
But suppose Mr. Barrows finds you. He'll know you're not one of his men. I'll say I'm taking your place because you're ill. But suppose the police come here. Suppose...
What if they do? I'm ready for them. Mr. Armitage, it's an education to work with a man like you. Off with you.
You
Drummond, when are we going to be married?
On the 10th, sweetheart.
And how long is that? 3 days?
3 days, sweetheart.
Well, you don't forget it, because if you do...
Oh, Phyllis, you wouldn't marry that flight Aldicott, would you?
You. I want to marry you more than anything else in the world.
I knew you were only bluffing about Aldicott.
But I promised to marry Mr. Aldicott on the 11th. If you don't take me on the 10th, it's your last chance, Hugh Drummond, so help me.
The only chance I'll ever need, darling.
Hey! What are you two after? Cheap suicide!
So what, darling? Now, what's the program?
First, we'll go and see what the decorators are doing to our new home.
Right. That's Nielsen's car.
Well, what if it is?
Oh, didn't you see him wave at me? He needs me. Oh, he'd never forgive me if I left him in the lurch, Phyllis. I'll be back in a jiffy. In half a jiffy.
Don't hurry back on my account. You...
Hey, fishy in the brook. Papa catch him with a hook. How's fishing, Inspector?
Don't call me Inspector. Oh, how did you get here?
Well, Colonel, I was having a little look-see at my new flat, and what did I hear but police cars?
Hell, isn't a bank robbery on my hands enough without having you in my hair and under my feet and between my teeth?
Well, now, Colonel, after all I've done for Scotland Yard.
After all you've done?
Look here, sir.
What's that? Army? Well, that's a new one, but we won't discuss that now. Hugh, go home, you young scamp. Please go home. Or go and marry that lovely girl of yours, and don't please come meddling in my affairs.
Why, Colonel, I wouldn't bother with a simple bank robbery because...
Well, because what?
Well, because it might just possibly be a case, just possibly, mind you, a case that you could solve for yourself.
Thank you.
That's all right. Good luck, Inspector. You'll need it.
The entrance hall looks very nice, Mr. Barrows.
Oh, but madam, wait till you see the drawing room. Such a soft cream color. Everything in the modern mode, madam.
Yes. Do you see what I see?
What's the meaning of this? You'll pay for this, my man? I don't remember you.
Ah, but you will. The world will remember me as a man who had courage. Courage to rebel against the everlasting monotony of white walls. Dead, flat, dull walls. A man can only go on painting white walls for so long. And then, psst, something snaps. Closer. Come closer. You see what I'm doing? I express the human form divine, not in the vulgar terms of flesh and skin and hair, but as kitchenware. Notice how a cooking pot represents the essence of
We'll
a
send for an
lovely
ambulance.
face. Modern art is dead. This is the art of tomorrow. Kitchenware. That's the secret. A pot for a face, a skillet for a body, knives for fingers.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. I say, is Phyllis, Miss Clavering about? I am Algy Longworth, and she promised to meet me here.
I'm very happy to meet you, Mr. Longworth. Yeah. Miss Clavering. Is she the pretty girl with the green hair and the purple face?
Yes.
What? She was here. She went away. They all go away! They won't look at my painting. Ah, but you... You are an intelligent man. You can appreciate real art when you see it. Look, isn't she lovely? Notice the delightful curves of the pot face.
By all means, yeah.
You like it? You really like it?
Terrific.
You're not just saying that.
No. If you'll pardon me, I'll be popping, old boy.
You don't like my painting. I should have known that a man would wear that tie with that suit, would have no color sense at all. Look at yourself in the mirror.
Huh?
Now look at yourself in the mirror. Oh! Now look at yourself in the mirror.
Oh, just a moment, listen.
Now look at yourself in the mirror.
Oh, this is too much.
Too much? Not enough.
Oh!
Now look at yourself in the mirror. A masterpiece. Oh, so you're still against me, like all the others, eh?
Oh! Help! Oh! Help! There! No!
Hugh!
Phyllis! No.
Be careful, Hugh.
You! Jamie! He's mad!
Get back.
You wait! Leave me alone!
I'll show you. Leave me alone.
No! Oh!
Here, doctor.
Butchers! Murderers! Killing me! Quiet.
What is it, Doctor? Plain case of lead poisoning. Painter's occupational disease, mania, delusions, followed by spasms and coma.
And then?
Oh, they usually come out of it in time. It's a good thing you nabbed him before he did any real damage.
What do you mean before he did any real damage?
What's happened here?
One of the painters went balmy, sir.
Oh, my sacred aunt, I might have known it. If there's trouble happening anywhere, you'll be there.
I'm sorry, Colonel.
No, you're not sorry. You're only sorry when you miss something. Well, you're going to miss something now. Get out.
But you can't throw me out, Colonel.
No, really, why not?
Because this is my flat.
Our flat, darling.
Yes, our flat, Colonel. Did you catch the bank robber?
Bank robber? Hugh, was there?
Ask the Colonel.
No, we haven't got him yet, but he can't possibly get through our lines. Every house in the whole area will be searched. We'll have him before nightfall.
How much did he get from the bank?
Mary said about 10,000 pounds. Colonel, maybe I can... Oh, maybe you can...
What? You're coming with me, Hugh Drummond. You want me to miss my train?
Are you going to France today, Phyllis?
Yes, I'm joining Aunt Blanche.
Darling, will you do me a favor? Take him with you.
He'll be over for the wedding on the 10th. I hope you're coming, Colonel.
Well, if you're perfectly certain it's going to take place, I wouldn't miss it.
If he fails me this time, I'm going to marry Mr. Aldergate.
Serve him right if he did.
Wouldn't it just? Come on, Hugh.
Oh, just a moment. You'll need a pass to get through the lines. I'm afraid you can't get through with that one. She got it.
How long has this painter been in your employ, Mr. Barrows?
I'm not quite sure. Oh, some time, I believe.
Have you ever noticed anything unusual about his conduct?
No, I can't say I have. If there's anything I can do for him, Inspector, I'll be very glad to oblige if you'll let me know where he is. I'm sure he'll be grateful.
Thank you, Mr. Barrows.
You'd better have one too, Phyllis. There you are, my dear.
Thank you.
Oh, sad case, Captain Drummond, very sad. I assure you every trace of his ridiculous work will be removed.
Thank you, Mr. Barrows.
Good day, Captain. Good day.
Oh, Hugh, wait. Don't leave me like this, Hugh.
They caught the bank robber yet, Constable?
Not yet, but he can't get away. Stand back, stand back, stand back. Stand up for inspection, please. Everybody must be inspected. All right.
Beg pardon, sir, but I've had orders to stop all cars from leaving this area. There's been a bit of a bank robbery, sir.
No.
Easy. Oh, but in your case, sir, I know it's just a bit of formality. But I've had orders to stop everybody, absolutely everybody. I'm sorry, sir, but this pass is just for the young lady. Would you mind waiting here a few moments, Captain Drummond?
Tenny? Catch.
Here goes up. I presume you've got Miss Phyllis to the train on time, sir.
But just, Tenny. And would you believe at the last minute she didn't want to go? She didn't think I was fit to be trusted alone in London. What's the matter, Tenny?
Nothing, sir. I love the spring because spring loves me. I forgot to tell you, sir. We have a visitor.
Yes, Mr. Longworth.
Precisely, sir.
War paint and all?
No, sir. I lent him one of my suits, sir.
Why, Tenny, I didn't know you had another suit.
Oh, for special occasions, sir. A new grey one.
I see.
Telegram, sir.
Oh. Algy?
Here, old boy. Oh, what a day, what a day. Little did I know, little did I dream when I popped in on your new flat.
Keep a stiff upper lip, old boy, because we're popping right back there.
Oh, anything you say, old boy, but... What?
Yeah, it's from Phyllis.
Please go to new flat, get portable radio set, and send Air Express, and make sure you aren't getting into more trouble. Yours until the 10th, love, Phyllis. Well, I don't see why we have to go. Why can't Tenny go? I beg your pardon, sir. I shall be very happy to attend to the matter.
Algy, this chap Barrows is up to something. It sticks out like a sore thumb, and this is a good excuse to have another look at him.
Well, but you know, old boy, I was on my way home, really.
Now, nonsense, Algy. Don't worry about the hat painter. He's safe under lock and key. Tenny, my hat.
Oh, dear, 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 dear.
Well?
Not a trace, sir. Absolutely nothing.
No, but hang it all, man, he couldn't get away.
We've tried everything, sir. The basements, attics, even the housetops.
I can't see how any criminal could get through a cordon like that with his loot under his arm.
Well, he's a smart one, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Home Secretary's just had me on the phone. The usual thing, questions, questions. Tomorrow the press will be doing the same thing. Have we any clues? When may we expect an arrest? What do the police propose to do?
I don't quite know, sir.
Neither do I. I wonder what young Drummer would do.
I beg pardon.
I say anything?
I don't think so, sir.
All right, then.
Did you bring some clothes? Sure. In the car. Come on, not so fast. If you want to get anywhere in this business, you must learn not to leave anything behind.
Well, you left the money.
Safely hidden, my boy. When the police go...
They've gone already.
Oh, no. Good. Come on.
Any news?
I thought you should know, sir. That painter who went mad, he escaped from the hospital.
Oh, he's probably gone straight back to his own home.
We thought he'd do that, sir, but you see, he gave a false address.
He what?
He gave a false address in Peckham. They've never heard of him out there.
Good Dennis, I'm beginning to see daylight. Oh, what a fool I've been.
What is it?
Why, that painter. Why couldn't he be the very man we're looking for? right out from under our very noses.
But the manager, what's his name? Barrows.
Barrows. Yes, I think I'll go and have a talk with Mr. Barrows. And when I get through with him, I think we'll know a little more about our bank robber.
If it isn't the poor mad painter himself. Recovered quickly, didn't you? As a matter of fact, I was expecting you, but not quite so soon. Is this where you hid it? In the radio?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Bank Robber. No tricks?
Well, why don't you call the police?
Why? Oh, we really don't need them, do we? Let me see now. £10,000, wasn't it? Or didn't you have time to count it?
I see. A split, huh?
You couldn't stop me if I took all of it. But I'll be generous. 50-50, agreed?
You're a smart man, Mr. Barrows.
Oh, you're pretty smart yourself. You know, it takes brains to do what you did today.
You better turn off that light. The police know this flat's not occupied.
Did we blow a tire?
There's no blowout, Elsie. That was a shot inside somewhere. Come on, we're going in. You stay here, Tenny. Something's up, Elsie. Come on.
Now here, Celt.
Elsie, where's the flashlight?
Huh? I thought you had it, Hugh.
Oh. Must be a light switch around here somewhere.
Nothing here, Hugh.
Legs up, Elsie.
All right, old boy. Wait a minute. I got him, old boy. I got him. Oh.
Elsie, get him!
Oh. He's gone, hasn't he?
Yes, Elsie.
Captain Drummond.
In here, Tenny. Tenny, did you see a man escaping?
Yes, sir. Well, why didn't you do something? Because he did it first, sir.
Well, you're not the only one, Tenny. Elsie, do you suppose he could have fired that shot we heard?
Well, what would he be firing at? There was nobody here.
Well, let's have a look.
Do you think he's coming back?
Elsie, be sure you tie his ankles this time. Tenny, the lights!
Yes, sir.
Got him, Elsie?
I got him. Oh, dear. I'm afraid we've made a mistake.
Miss Elsie's right, Colonel. You see, we
thought you were somebody else.
Yes.
A natural mistake, sir, under the circumstances.
You see, Colonel, we didn't expect you.
You didn't expect me. Well, who in blazes did you three hoodlums expect?
Well, we weren't quite sure. You see, we heard a pistol shot. And no. We thought we heard a pistol shot, but it wasn't. It was a backfire.
I see.
Yes, a backfire. You see, Colonel Phyllis wired me and asked me to come up here and get a radio set that she wanted.
Yeah, and here it is, old boy. Marvelous invention, the radio. Great thing for shut-in.
Yes, I'd like to see all 3 of you shut in for 6 months at hard labor.
Now, Colonel.
Pardon me, sir. Your hat, sir.
Thank you. Hugh,
Yes, Colonel.
what's this about a shot?
Shot? Oh, nothing. Something we heard, a tire blowing, perhaps. You know, sounds at night, you can't tell us.
Yes, but you rushed up here thinking you heard a shot, didn't you?
Well, yes.
And when you got here, you found everything quiet and peaceful.
Perfectly quiet, Colonel.
Yeah. Then what in the name of my sainted Aunt Harriet is that?
Good heavens. Well, that's Bellows, the manager.
Hugh, that car you heard fires bullets through the heart.
Bonjour, Monsieur le Curé. Bonjour, mon oncle.
Hey, bonjour, facteur.
Yes, radio for Miss Phyllis Clavering.
Merci, facteur.
À bientôt, Thérèse.
Find your man yet, Hugh?
Not yet, Colonel, but if he's here, I will.
I know. You think the bank robber, the painter, and your burglar are all one and the same man. So did I last night.
There's an old offender. He's quite capable of committing both robbery and murder. Name's Henry Armides. He's a dangerous customer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector. I don't recognize him.
Well, you couldn't have had more than a glimpse of the man in your flat last night. You probably wouldn't recognize his picture.
Oh, I'm positive, Colonel. His ugly mug was within an inch of my nose.
Well, since you didn't see the painter, except with his face completely covered, we can't be sure they were the same even now.
Colonel, the people at the hospital said that a man with lead poisoning couldn't get up for a week. And yet the painter was able to escape.
He wasn't suffering from lead poisoning. Hugh, they couldn't have been right in both cases, now could they?
No, they couldn't, Colonel, but...
No. We've given your theory a fair trial, and we've nothing left to go on. Now, will you please go home, Hugh? Please go home. I've got work to do.
Good luck, Inspector.
Good.
Well, it's not in the bedroom, so it must be in here. Suppose Drummond comes home. We'll take care of him if he does. How could he hide a radio in there? The money could have been taken out of the radio, my friend, and tacked to the bottom of the drawer.
Well, if Drummond found the money, wouldn't he turn it into the police?
Drummond's not such a fool. He likes money as well as we do. The main thing to remember in searching a room is that the unlikely places are the likeliest. When I was serving my apprenticeship, as you are now, I was sent to find a letter. A very important letter. I failed. Because I didn't realize it could have been pinned into the draperies.
Maybe he carries it with him.
Barrymore, France. Darling, thanks for sending radio. Don't wait until the 10th.
What are you going to do?
Go to Tajmahal, of course. Wait. Are you leaving that message for Drummond to read?
No, I'll tear it up, of course.
Another thing. Captain Drummond must not go to Tajmahal today or on the 10th. He might make trouble for us there.
How can we stop him?
Watch. On the desk, there's some fishing line. Get it. You will observe, my friend, that this is trained on the door through which Drummond will enter.
Yes, but I see. When Drummond opens the door, bingo. But suppose it gets the wrong person?
Another shooting in a Drummond flat will interest the police, I imagine. Captain Drummond will be so busy explaining he couldn't give us much trouble for several days.
Ryman.
What's that?
Blake has the fingerprints.
Good, send him in. To Dennis, we're in luck. They've got fingerprints from the bank.
Here are the fingerprints found in the London and Southminster bank, sir.
Fingerprints of the bank robber?
Definitely. These prints were taken from the handle of the paintbrush in Captain Drummond's flat.
They're the same.
And Drummond was right. The bandit did hide in his flat. Good work, Blake.
No, it's not all, sir. Look at these.
Where'd you get these things?
From our files. They're the prints of Henry Armitage.
They're the same as these others. Look, line for line.
That's right.
That's all, Blake. Drummond was right. He's been right all the time.
Don't forget that you had that idea first, sir.
I know that, only I hadn't sense enough to stick to it. Get me a picture of Armitage from our files. I want Drummond to identify it.
We only have one with a beard, and Drummond actually looked at
Well,
that.
then paint the beard out, man. He'll recognize it quick enough, then.
I'll have him here in half an hour.
Good.
After you, Welty.
Back.
Lights, Tenny.
Oh. Do you think that was meant for a joke?
Joke, Elsie. I think it'd been aimed a few inches lower, it'd be no joke. Somebody's been here and deliberately...
And ransacked the place, sir, with a fine tooth comb.
Why, Tenny? First a new flat and now this. Who is he? What's he want?
I don't know, sir.
You see that? Tenny, we got any cables recently?
No, sir.
Perhaps it blew in through the window.
Oh, nonsense, Elsie. The window's closed.
What's the matter, old boy? Did you lose something?
Looks like it, Elsie. Thought perhaps they'd torn up the message, but they were too smart for that. Might be from Phyllis.
Do you think, sir, that a cable of ours has been intercepted by the enemy?
Right, Tenny.
Then may I suggest, sir, that we call up the telegraph office and have the message repeated?
Brilliant idea, Tenny.
I rather like it, sir.
Be careful, Elsie.
Oh.
Hello. I want to repeat on the message. It wasn't quite clear. Yes, the name's Drummond. Hugh C. Drummond, number 9 Chesley Mansions. That's right. Yes, go ahead. All right, thank you.
Well?
It's from Phyllis thanking me for the radio.
Oh, it's a good thing it wasn't anything important.
But it was important, Elsie. Tenny!
Yes, sir?
Get my bags. I'm leaving town.
Very good, sir.
Well, what did you find out?
Don't you understand, Elsie? Everything checks. The bank robber, the mad painter. That's where he hid the money in the radio. And I sent it to Phyllis.
Oh, where are we going?
We?
Yes, we, all the way, old boy.
Well, to Taj Mahal. I've got to get there before the enemy.
We've just got time to catch the boat train, sir.
No, it's too slow, Tenny. Wouldn't get there till tomorrow night. I'm going by air.
The three of us, sir?
Why 3?
All for one and one for all, sir, as the saying goes.
Very apt, Tenny.
I rather like it, sir.
I see trouble approaching, sir.
Hello, Inspector. Afraid I can't stop to entertain you just now.
That's all right, Captain Drummond. I'm going to entertain you.
Not arrested again?
No, not exactly. We want you to look at some photographs.
Oh, delighted, old chap. Tomorrow or the day after, not today.
You're coming to the yard, Captain Drummond. Colonel Nielsen's orders.
I was going to take a plane. Ixte Ithwe Ime.
Hi-trayo-yay.
Mind taking my car? It's quicker than the underground.
Not at all. You don't drive too fast.
What did he say, sir?
That is pig Latin, Tenny. He said, stick with me.
Oh,
What's the matter? Is the tank empty?
Oh, there's plenty. Tenny, did you get that new battery?
Yes, sir.
Ooh-yay, I-lay, Yanite.
No, sir.
Well, get out and give us a push, will you?
Well, come along. Aren't you going to give us a hand?
Would you mind, Inspector? You know, one more shoulder to the wheel.
Oh, very well.
As they say in America, I think he put one over on you, old boy.
Arrivé avec les essais.
Disguised, Inspector? Certainly not, and never mind how I look. Take a cable. Chief of Police, Taj Mahal, France. I'll give that Captain Drummond a joke from this office and see how he likes it. You ready? Yes, sir. Please hold young Englishman arriving tonight. About 5 feet 11 inches tall, about 170 pounds weight. small moustache. We believe him to be George Boyd, alias Henry Jones, a notorious international spy. This man will undoubtedly claim to be Hugh Drummond. If you apprehend him, notify Scotland Yard immediately and hold the criminal until further instructions from us. Regards. Give that the department's signature. That ought to hold Captain Drummond for a while.
Is that the house? Yes, but careful now.
Why, this will be duck soup for me.
Don't be too sure. The Clavering Earl would surely recognize me, or I'd do it myself.
Oh, I'll fool him all right.
Yeah. Just in case you don't, you better take this.
Now, first, I'll say to them,
This man says he's a customs inspector. Something about the radio.
Oh. Voulez-vous expliquer ce que c'est que vous désirez, monsieur?
1,000 pardons, but it is my duty, madame.
Oh, you speak English?
Yes, oui, madame. That is why I am sent.
Well, now, what's this about the radio?
She has not been paid for. The duty. I must confiscate.
Oh, stuff and nonsense. How dare you come here at this time of night disturbing respectable people?
The duty she has not been paid for.
Oh, that's utterly ridiculous. Now, if there's been any mistake, it's not our fault. Tell me the amount and end this nonsense.
Impossible.
You know, you don't look like a Frenchman to me. You look more like an Englishman. A very low-class Englishman. I don't believe he understands half we say. Therese! Therese!
Therese, will you please talk to this man? He says he's from the customs.
Oui, mademoiselle. Vous êtes envoyé par la douane, mon petit vieux, hein?
Oh, oui, madame.
Alors, peut-être bien que vous connaissez là-bas mon cousin Louis, qui est employé aussi, hein?
Louis? Oh, Louis. Oui.
Oh, c'est épatant, merveilleux, admirable. This man is an impostor.
I knew it.
He cannot even speak French. He's a thief, trying to steal the radio.
Shut up. Get back against the wall there, all of you.
Assassin! Blackguard! I shall call for help!
Then you'll be dead.
Gaston!
Shut up, you.
Allons, parlez! Qu'est-ce que
Strike
vous
back.
amenez ici
Strike
à
back.
des heures pareilles pour déranger les honnêtes gens et pour lui ma
Keep a
pauvre-
distance. Strike back, or you'll get it. Oui.
Oui. Tu vas regretter encore plus. Marche!
Gaston is a very old friend of mine, madame. Sometimes he drops in for a little glass of wine.
Driver, what's the matter? I'm in a hurry to get to Torgemore.
But this is Targeman. We can go no further. The street, monsieur.
Oh, I see. Will you take my bags? Thank you. Bonsoir, monsieur.
One moment, monsieur. Monsieur Dupré,
Listen, gentlemen.
you will answer questions, please. Who are you and why have you come here?
My name is Hugh Drummond, and I'm a British subject. I don't see why I should tell you anything.
George Boyd, alias Henry Jones. You will have to come with us.
George who?
We have a cave wanting us to look out for you, monsieur.
But what for?
Game's up, monsieur. There's a large reward for the capture of spies.
Dead or alive.
Yes, dead or alive.
Now, look here, this is all nonsense. I want to see the chief of police.
I am the chief of police, monsieur.
Then I demand to see the mayor.
I am also the mayor.
Now, look here, my name is Hugh Drummond, and I'm not a spy. Now, if you'll cable Colonel Nielsen of Scotland Yard, why, he'll vouch for me.
There will be no need for further talking. Take Monsieur Boyd away and see that he has accommodations worthy of such an honored guest.
goes in, you come out. This way, monsieur, please.
How you doing, mate?
Well, nicely, thank you.
That's the ticket. Keep your chin up.
Right.
And don't talk. No matter what they do to you, mate. They kept after me for hours, but I didn't talk. Who's he?
Another Englishman like you, but a much greater rascal. George Boyd, international spy. He's wanted in every city in Europe, and they say there is 100,000 francs reward for him, dead or alive.
The great George Boyd.
How about getting a little beauty sleep, dear?
What? Oh, I think I'll read it a while longer.
Interesting book?
Yes, very.
Couldn't be the late news broadcast from London you're sitting up for, could it?
I'm not worrying about Hugh. If he gets himself into trouble, he'll have to get himself out. Oh, Auntie, why hasn't he answered my cable asking him to come today instead of tomorrow?
When you sent it yesterday, he's probably in Zanzibar by now, chasing some will-o'-the-wisp.
Monsieur, you'll have to double up. We only have one cell.
You sit there, Mr. Boyd.
Boyd? Oh, yes, of course, Boyd.
Sure. I know all about you. Word goes around, you know. I'd be a pretty green one not to have heard about you and the big jobs you've pulled. A person like you, at the top of the profession, could teach a fellow like me a lot of tricks.
You think so?
Oh, I know how it is. You think I'm not worth bothering about. Well, maybe I'm not, Mr. Boyd, but the man I'm with, he's a big shot. Even you'd know his name if I told you.
Yes, I imagine so.
He won't let me stay in this rotten hole long. He needs me on a little job we were going to do, just like the one we did in London 3 days ago.
When did you come to Taj Mahal?
Yesterday. We'd be on our way back now, only I had some bad luck. We'll do the job properly this time.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Well, what are you so cheerful about? Have you caught Armitage?
No, sir, not yet. But here's a cablegram from the French police. They hold a suspect in Taj Mahal.
Holding George Boyd, alias Henry Jones, claims name is Hugh Drummond. Please advise immediately how much reward you offer and when you will arrive to extradite him.
I thought you'd see the joke on Drummond, giving me the slip and then getting nabbed.
The joke's on your prey. Imagine anybody offering a reward for Drummond. Now, if they'd offer a reward to keep...
This must be the house. Looks sort of Drummond-esque, don't you think, Tenny?
If you say so, sir.
Can you see two chimneys, old boy?
No, sir. Don't you think it'd be better, sir, if we asked at the door?
Perhaps you're right. I hope we find the radio before Hugh gets here. He'll have no heart for the marriage if it's gone.
For Miss Phyllis's sake, sir, we'd better not say a word about Captain Drummond being in jail.
You can trust me, Tenny.
I hope so, sir. Remember, sir, not a word about Captain Drummond.
Oh, not a word.
I'm Blanche. It's Hugh. Oh.
What a trip. What a... Oh! Help!
Tenny, where's Captain Drummond?
He won't be long, miss. No, don't you worry, Phyllis. He'll be here soon. Colonel Nielsen will get him out in no time at all. Of course, it was most unexpected, but he won't cause any real delay. Huh?
Tenny, when you've removed your foot,
I beg your pardon.
would you mind telling me what Colonel Nielsen is getting him out of?
Jail, if I know Hugh Drummond.
How did you guess?
Tenny, is Captain Drummond in jail?
Well, you see, there has been a little misunderstanding, Miss...
Just a temporary guess, nothing serious.
Bravo. Hugh Drummond adds another jail to his collection.
Poor Hugh, he needs me.
Well, where are you going?
To the jail.
Oh, Phyllis, I forgot. The radio, where is it? Aunt Blanche, the radio, the one that came from London. Where is it?
Oh, that? It is gone.
Gone?
Yes, my Gaston took it to the jail.
Did they take everything to the jail?
He'll fix him.
Fix it, fix it. Oh, he's probably got it all apart, operating on it.
We go, sir. We may get the time, sir.
tell me there is nothing really criminal about this young man, this Captain Drummond?
Nothing, monsieur. In fact, he's been of considerable assistance to Scotland Yard in many cases.
Then why?
Because I want to teach him a lesson. In behalf of a beautiful young lady who expects to marry him.
Ah, a lady.
Here, monsieur. Here in your most beautiful village, she hopes to marry him tonight.
It is not too cruel, this lesson of yours, to ask me to keep the bridegroom in jail while the young lady waits, perhaps weeping.
That's just the point, monsieur. Many's the time he's kept her waiting, monsieur. Weeping and waiting, even at the church.
The monster!
Two monsters, monsieur.
Bless you.
Why should he see a crime committed? Even the last moment, he'll forget all about his fiancée, monsieur, go chasing off after the criminal.
Ah, and it is to prevent such a thing this time that you ask me to keep him a prisoner.
You said it.
This time, I assure you, as mayor of Tarjaman, I will see that the beautiful lady is not disappointed. This heartless Captain Drummond will be forced to keep his vows. I, Jean-Philippe Louis-Napoleon Dupré, mayor of Tarjaman, I will see that they marry.
Splendid, monsieur le maire. It will be an honor for both. Phyllis.
Where's Hugh?
He's perfectly safe, my dear. The mayor has promised to see that you're married.
Ah, mademoiselle, you have come for Captain Drummond. He's here in Tarjaman's impregnable jail. Believe me, safe for you. Never again shall mademoiselle weep for her truant lover. You shall be married here at once.
Here in jail? It's the only way you'll ever get him.
Phyllis is right, my dear.
There will be no failure this time. He is my prisoner. I release him only when he is your prisoner for life. This gentleman will act as witness. Attention, the Code Civil, summon the clerk of the court, order a guard of honor.
Now look here, my men, there's been a mistake. I've got to get out of here. Now, you'll pay for this, all of you, do you hear?
Don't take it so hard, Mr. Boyd. Look what's here. Didn't I tell you Mr. Armitage wouldn't forget me?
Well, thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to share with you, Mr. Boyd.
Hello?
Oh, excuse me.
News from home?
News? Not half. Mr. Armitage says you should always swallow messages.
Oh, yes, I believe it's the accepted practice everywhere.
We must hurry. We've got to get out of here.
We?
I wouldn't leave you behind, Mr. Boyd.
At the risk of disturbing your admiration for my talents, I must confess I don't quite see how...
You will. We've got a big job for tonight. We're going to get a fortune and blast every witness out of this world all at once.
A bomb, eh?
Half a dozen bombs planted where nobody suspects. Then...
Yes, but I don't see how you expect to keep your appointment with Mr. Armitage.
I'll show you. Isn't that something? Set the catch, press this, and bingo.
Amazing. And that's how he robbed the London and Southminster Bank, eh?
Right. Nobody would think of looking for a bomb in one of these strict wine bottles. I guess those people will be surprised tonight, eh?
Well, someone's due for a surprise. Now, tell me, how are you planning to get out of here?
Just watch. We are both getting out of here right now. This ought to do it.
Looks rather small for such a strong wall.
You wait. It's made so you can direct the explosion outward.
Essen, we must not keep the lady waiting.
Oh, certainly not, Monsieur le Maire.
Is the guard ready?
We are ready.
Allons,
What's up?
let us go. This is a great day for Tarjaman.
Yes, sir.
Let us go to the prisoner.
we have to do is to set the timer. That'll give us time to pack it between those stones. Give me a coat, sir.
Won't this be a joke on the mare?
I hope we'll be in a condition to enjoy it.
Oh, if he'd only waited a minute longer.
Oh, Phyllis, what does it take to convince you that he really doesn't want to get married?
Get him! We have him! We have him! We have him! Get him! Get him! Bravo, Mr. Pop, bravo! Bring him to my office. We'll marry him dead or alive. Bravo!
Let me go, please.
Behold, we have him safe.
You.
One would almost believe he meant it.
Strike while the iron's hot, monsieur.
I will. Attention! Captain Drummond, you cannot escape again. My men surround you. You are to be married here, now, this instant.
Gladly, monsieur, but first...
There's no first, monsieur. You cannot desert this beautiful young lady again. For shame, monsieur, to even think of it.
Yes, you're perfectly right, monsieur. I'd be a fiend. But first, there's a radio of such importance that even...
Dear, don't you worry. That's quite all right.
We're told, sir, the radio is quite safe here in the jail.
What on earth are you talking about?
Phyllis, is that right? That radio I sent you from London, is it here?
Well, Gaston took it for evidence.
Have no fear, monsieur. I have it. It's in there.
Well, splendid. Phyllis, in that case, will you be an adorable, sweet, lovely little lady and let Monsieur Dupre marry us?
It's the nearest we've got to it yet.
Carry on, monsieur.
You mean you are prepared to surrender?
Unconditionally. We await your benediction.
Clerk of the court,
Here, monsieur le maire.
prepare to read the marriage act.
Le contrat de mariage est daté du 25 août.
In conformity with the law, I am going to read chapter 6 of book 1 of the Civil Code. While I am reading, everybody is requested to stand up.
Monsieur le maire, everybody is standing up.
Oh, I beg your pardon. The married couple owe each other fidelity, help, and assistance. The husband must protect his wife. The wife must obey her husband. The husband is obliged to supply all the necessary means of living according to his possibilities.
What was that?
Oh, no! He escaped again! Stop him! After him, the villain Drasson! After him! Bring him to my office! We'll marry him dead or alive!
You, come back! You! Hugh!
Don't worry, dear. He's enjoying himself.
Hugh! Don't stand there doing nothing. Help him.
You shall not escape. Come with me. We'll marry him dead or alive.
He's crazy, that man.
Oh, here, wait. Don't leave me like this. You.
Careful, sir.
So you tried to escape the bridge, did you?
But the man's a murderer.
And what are you, scoundrel, that you tried to escape a beautiful woman? I have seen it with my own eyes. Hold him, mes enfants. We will resume the wedding service. Do you see the woman? Take this woman to this...
Captain Drummond, the radio, sir.
Arrêtez-le! Stoppez! Arrêtez! Explosion ici maintenant!
Hey, you all right, sir?
I say, Hugh. Hugh, old boy, what's this about? Don't be a fool, Hugh. Stay here and get married.
That's Armitage, the bank robber.
What? Come on.
Opposition. In the name of the law.
Oh, never mind that now. Order your men to find Armitage.
The service will proceed.
But the man's a robber, a murderer.
Silence, monsieur. Do not interfere.
We began this ceremony in the jail, but we'll finish it in your own home. Come on.
But, madame...
I'm her nearest relative. Do as I say, or I withdraw my consent to the ceremony.
Very well, madame. Allons. Now, monsieur, this time we finish. Put him there. Mademoiselle, s'il vous plaît. Madame. Les gardes à la porte. Nous allons finir. Attention, we proceed. In the name of the law, I declare you C. Drummond and Phyllis Clavering bound by marriage.
Hooray, hooray, hooray! Kenny, they've done it at last.
Splendid. Thank you, Colonel.
May I remind you, though?
Oh, yes.
What's that thing?
End of the trail, Colonel.
Good heavens! The London and Southminster bank money.
Exactly.
Now we are going to drink to the health and happiness of Mr. and Mrs. What do you call them? Oh, Bulldog Drummond. Too late! You're married!
Well, darling, you all right?
Yes.
Well, we're really married, huh?
A quiet wedding with a few intimate friends.
Won't Aldergate be sunk when he finds out?
Well, there isn't any Aldergate. I made him up.
You what?
I made him up to make you jealous.
Well, I'll be hanged.
Have a drink, old boy. I tell you, sir, you can't make it. The fog's so thick down here you can slice it.
But I can't float around in this soup like an oyster. Touch off those flares, will you?
Looks awfully bad.
He can't make it.
Is he going to try it?
Well, he's crazy if he does.
Oh, he's crazy, all right.
I disagree with you, sir. But he'll try it anyhow.
He can't cut his way through this.
He cut his way through the Borneo jungle to rescue Timmins, didn't he?
That's not a London fog.
You haven't a chance, sir, even with flares.
Will you please touch them off?
You'll crack up, sir.
Flares or no flares, I'm coming down.
He's coming down. Touch him off.
Touch off your flares, boys! Right about there, will ya? Touch him up, fellas! Here you are! Get on the lights on! Touch some more flares over there, will ya?
Hello, James. Take care of my ship, will you?
Right, George.
No, there's nothing to declare. You can check.
Very good, sir.
But Kenny, how are you? London again.
Good to see you, sir.
Where's my car?
Over there, sir.
Good. Now, get a taxi and take my bags home to Rockingham Lodge. I'll be along later. Captain Drummond!
Just one.
Wait a minute, look. But Captain Drummond, can't I just... Awfully sorry, boys, but I'm in a great hurry.
Just a couple of questions.
Captain, have you? Give me tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.
Maybe
That's
one
one
smile. The front page all right? That's it. Come on. There you are. There you are. Is he always like that?
Captain Drummond is a very dynamic person, sir.
What's all the excitement? You think it was a matter of life and death?
It is rather like that, sir. He has a friend in the hospital.
How is he?
He'll pull through.
It's all right if I see him?
I think so.
Thank you.
Come in.
What's the matter, Algy?
Hugh.
What is it, Algy?
Gwen.
Yes.
Yes, you see, I'm going to become a father.
No.
Yes.
Well, just buck up, old fellow, buck up. Millions of fathers have pulled through this. Millions of them.
It's all so strange. Yeah, I know. It isn't as if I'd been a father before. This is my very first. I thought I'd like to have you around, you know, just for old time's sake.
Oh, of course, old boy. One for all for one.
Yeah, Damon and Pythia.
Yes, that's right. Hello? Who? Colonel Nielsen. It's Colonel Nielsen for me.
Yes, I know. I told him you were coming.
Oh, that's how he knew. Ah, Inspector.
Now look here, Master Huey Drummond. I've known you for 10 years. And for 10 years I have pleaded with you not to call me Inspector.
Right you are, Colonel. It'll never happen again.
And what might you be doing in England? Well, what are you up to this time?
Well, Colonel, fatherhood is a sacred institution, and...
Fatherhood? But you're not married.
No, but Algy is. Is it a crime that I come home to help him have his baby?
No, of course not. But you'll find a crime, or invent one, before the night's over. Now, I want to see you. Oh, never mind about what. You'll find out when you get down here. No. At your place, at Rockingham Lodge.
Right you are, Colonel. I'm in London less than an hour, Algy, and Commissioner Nielsen wants to see me. Well, now that you're going to pull through, all right, let us consider why he might want to see me. A difficult crime he wants us to solve, perhaps. That's it, Algy. By Jove, I'll wager that's it. Let's go.
Oh, but you...
Oh, imagine it, Algy. Just imagine. You and I together again, as always. Oh, I can see us now. Faring forth into the fog-drenched night. Finding adventure. New thrills for this bored and jaded mind. Come on. Oh, but Hugh... Come on, Harry, we haven't a moment to lose. It's 40 miles.
But Hugh, I'm about to become a father.
Oh. Oh, yes, I'd forgotten.
Of course, if I thought there was any danger...
What? Desert when duty calls? No. Your place is here. Now, old friend, goodbye.
But Hugh...
No, Algy. Stay here. Have your baby. Oh, give my love to Gwen, won't you? She'll see you through. Are you all right?
Help! Help!
What happened? He fell into a marsh. Did he? Hurry, will you?
Captain Drummond.
Where did you find my car?
In a ditch a few miles down the road. I was riding in a taxi to Rockingham Lodge.
Yes. Did you find the handkerchief?
Handkerchief?
Yes, Tenny. A daintily perfumed one it should be, belonging to a young lady. Do you understand?
No, I'm afraid I don't, sir.
Then I must explain. Young ladies who borrow cars on lonely roads always leave perfumed handkerchiefs.
Really, sir?
Yes, usually with initials.
How very interesting, sir.
Ah. Esprit de nuit.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Spirit of the night, Tenny.
Does it portend, sir?
Tenny, it portends. It portends.
And the initials, sir?
Strangely absent, not at all, according to the book.
Would it be quite proper, sir, for the initials to appear upon the young lady's bag?
Oh, occasionally, but not quite in harmony with the best authorities.
Probably the young lady is an amateur at this sort of thing. But here they are. P.C., if I'm not mistaken.
And you're not mistaken. P.C. they appear to be, and P.C. they are. Now, Tenny, give me a girl's name. A romantic name to fit these uninspiring initials.
Would Miss Clavering do, sir?
Excellent, Tenny. It sounds as if it belongs to her.
Oh, it does belong to her, sir. And there is a Miss Clavering, Miss Phyllis Clavering, residing at Greystone Manor, sir.
It begins, Tenny. It's taking form. It builds. It grows, you see?
I'm afraid I don't, sir. Ah.
And who else resides at Greystone Manor?
Now, let me see. Two gentlemen, I believe, sir.
Two gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Well, who are they? What do they do? Where do they come from? Where are they going?
Regarding those things, sir, I regretfully admit ignorance.
Complete ignorance?
Complete, sir.
Yet you knew the young lady's name?
Her cards were in the bag, sir.
Oh, I see. There were cards in the bag.
Yes, sir.
Conveniently informing you, I suppose, that the young lady lived at Greystone.
Oh, no, sir. A few weeks ago, a letter addressed to Miss Clavering arrived at Rockingham Lodge by mistake, sir.
And you delivered it?
Yes, sir.
In person?
Yes, sir.
To Miss Clavering?
No, sir.
Then to whom, Tanny? To whom? Do I have to cross-examine you every time I want to find out something?
It helps, sir.
Very well. To whom?
To one of the gentlemen, sir. The one with the beard.
Aha!
I beg your pardon?
I said, ha-ha!
Quite so, sir.
And this was at Greystone Manor?
Yes, sir.
Then something tells me, Tenny, we're going to pay a visit to Greystone.
We, sir?
Aye.
Quite so, sir.
Good evening, sir. Whom do you wish to see, sir?
Oh, would you inform Miss Clavering, Miss Phyllis Clavering, that Captain Drummond is here?
Will you wait in the drawing room, please?
Thank you.
Captain Drummond?
Yes, I'm Captain Drummond.
Permit me to introduce myself. I'm Norman Merridew. We're neighbors, I understand.
Well, Rockingham Lodge and Greystone Manor are friends.
Ah. Yeah. Will you join me?
Thank you.
You, wanted to see Miss Clavering?
Yes. I came to return her bag.
Found on the road, perhaps?
No. As a matter of fact, in my car.
Oh, I see. Then it was your car Miss Clavering used.
Yes.
Oh, Phyllis, dear. This is Captain Drummond.
How do you do?
He's brought your bag.
Oh,
Yes, I believe you'll find everything there.
you're very kind, Captain Drummond. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, I assure you.
That is all, my dear.
Then you'll excuse me.
Surely.
You're puzzled.
Definitely.
An explanation is in order, Captain. An hour ago, Miss Clavering appropriated your car and attempted to proceed to London. An extraordinary incident, I admit. But when I explain that she is suffering from a persecution complex, I think you'll understand.
And you were the persecutor?
For the moment, she believes that I am responsible for her brother's death. And she also believes that I am plotting to steal her inheritance.
Are you?
Miss Clavering's inheritance is safely invested in war loans. Series D, to be exact.
I have some. They're very good, too.
Yes, an excellent investment.
Mr. Merridew, you mentioned a brother.
Yes, poor chap. He was accidentally killed while we were hunting several weeks ago.
Then Miss Clavering, perhaps, is a relative of yours?
Oh, no. Daughter of an old friend, a very dear friend who died several years ago. Deep grief accounts for her state of mind and is the explanation of our presence here in Greystone.
Oh, I see.
Ah, Mrs. Selden, my sister.
How do you do?
Professor Stanton, this is Captain Drummond.
How do you do?
Happy to meet you, Captain. Professor Stanton is a psychiatrist. He is confident that a few months in the country will see Miss Clavering herself again. Unquestionably.
I see.
Of course, Captain, I may count on you to treat the matter with confidence. Gossip has an ugly way of spreading, even in the country.
Yes, I think I understand.
Well, good night. And thank you so much.
And thank you, Mr. Merridew. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Never mind. Were you both in here when she came from the drawing room and went upstairs? Why, no. We were... Never mind. Something happened that makes me believe she tried to. Did you put a note in Captain Drummond's hat?
No.
Don't lie.
I didn't.
What did you have in this bag when you left here?
Nothing.
What was it you hoped that Captain Drummond had found?
Nothing, I tell you, nothing.
Denton.
Is that you, Drummond?
Ah, Colonel. Delighted to see you. You know, after a trip like I've had, it's a pleasure to come back and find such a smiling countenance.
Yes, I know all about that. Yes, now you kept me waiting. An hour.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, sir, but you see,
I know. You were never on time in your life.
Well, now that you've made yourself at home and I'm here and you're here...
Let's begin. Sit down. Hugh, I want you to do something for me.
Gladly, sir.
Go away.
What? You mean leave London?
Leave England.
But why?
Because whenever you come back from having been somewhere, things begin to happen.
Oh, is that all you wanted to see me about?
Now, as a favor to me, go away. Anywhere. Drive back to Borneo for a couple of weeks. Anywhere. Now, won't you?
Oh, but Commissioner...
Now, please. I'm on a vacation. Yes, I want to concentrate upon my golf. Now, you know that slice of mine. Well, I'm determined to get rid of it. Now, like a good fellow, fly that aeroplane of yours back across the channel to Paris. Yes, that's it, Paris. Yes, you like Paris, you. Yes.
Colonel, you know, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're dealing from the bottom of the deck.
What's that?
You're quite certain you're not down here in a big case?
Oh, rubbish. I'm on a vacation, I tell you, and I don't want it ruined by you.
But why should I go away when within 2 hours of my homecoming...
Ah, I knew it. Now I suppose you're going to tell me that you've met a girl.
I have met a girl.
Oh, yes, yes. And the girl's in distress, I suppose.
She is in distress.
Ah, yes. And you are going to rescue her from some bearded villain, eh?
Colonel, he is bearded.
What's this? Where'd you get this? Are you asking me to believe that this girl you've met is imprisoned at Greystone Manor?
That is exactly what I'm asking you to believe. 10 minutes ago, I saw...
Yes, well, never mind what you saw. Where's this envelope?
Oh, it wasn't there.
Wasn't where?
In my car.
Oh, my hat, you are an addle-pate. Now, look here, Hugh, there's nothing wrong at Greystone Manor. Norman Merridew is a friend of mine. Well, I've known him for years. Why, he's the only man I can beat at golf. Yes. No, he and his sister are doing a fine thing.
But, Inspector...
Don't call me Inspector.
This fine thing you speak of, does it concern Miss Clavering?
Oh, why in the name of my sainted aunt have you come back to torment me? Well, yes, Hugh, it does concern Miss Clavering.
And I want you to listen to me. Sit down.
Dear Hugh, if you will only scotch the wheels of your imagination, you may understand that this girl is not responsible for anything she says or does.
But, Colonel, I tell you that...
You're telling me... I'm telling you, Hugh Drummond.
Oh, Commissioner, where's your romance?
Romance? That's the trouble with you, my boy. This eternal quest for melodrama and romance. Now, you will do what I ask, won't you?
But,
No, I won't hear another word about it. No, I'm on a vacation, and I want peace and quiet, Hugh. Please, peace and quiet.
It's yours, sir.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Neither, sir. It's Captain Drummond calling from Rockingham Lodge.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Hugh. What's that, old fellow? Oh, but I couldn't now.
Oh, but, Algy, I'm depending on you. Imagine this. The road to Danmore. Fog, and such a fog, Algy. A dank and dismal dusk on the depressing stretches of dreary Danmore.
Quite a few D's, don't you think?
And then, Algy, appearing suddenly from nowhere, like an angel from the clouds, a girl. A beautiful girl. A lovely, ravishing girl.
A girl? But, Hugh, you know, tonight's a sort of crisis in my life. You know, it isn't every day that a chap becomes a father. I've just got to be here, don't you think? Or do you?
You're right, Algy. Of course you're right. If there's danger to face, I'll face it. Alone.
Oh, hello. 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 Operator. Did you ring, sir?
Yes, Tenny. That delightful atrocity donated by our Aunt Zeffie will haunt us no more.
May I express approval, sir?
You may.
Very well, sir. I approve, sir.
That's all right, Tenny. It's Algy. He thinks I'm shot.
Are you expecting Mr. Longworth, sir?
Well, if he's the Algy I know, he'll be here. And when he comes, tell him I've gone to Greystone Manor.
Very well, sir. He'll need a gun, I dare say.
Yes, an excellent idea.
Yes, I rather think so, sir. Nurse!
Yes, Mr.
My
Longworth.
friend, Mr. Drummond, he's been shot. He needs me.
Well, then why don't you go to him, sir?
The baby. Don't you think that I ought to...
There's nothing, sir, that you can do for 5 or 6 hours.
Are you sure?
You can take my word for it.
Colonel Nielsen is in the drawing room, sir.
Right.
Captain Drummond. Oh, you've come here to see me concerning the note left in your hat by Miss Clavering. Colonel Nielsen was kind enough to explain.
This gentleman has tried to convince me that Miss Clavering's attempt to leave here this afternoon was due to some mental condition. Frankly, and without mincing matters, my dear sir, I don't believe a word of it. I've seen the young lady twice, and she's just as sane as you or I.
Do you know what you're saying?
I've had this speech very carefully prepared.
Now, look here. You listen to me.
Colonel, one moment, please. You believe Miss Clavering is being held here against her will.
You stated very clearly.
And you've come to convince Colonel Nielsen that I am, what shall I say, a scoundrel.
A bearded scoundrel. Commissioner, the note you read referred to an envelope addressed to you. Here it is.
Read that.
Go on, out loud.
Dickory, dickory, dock. The mouse ran up the clock. And when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and store the poor doggy had none.
I warned him not to annoy you, Meridew. And my word for it, he won't do it again. Drummond, this has gone beyond a joke. You leave here immediately. And that's an order. Leave here.
All right.
I suppose I should be angry, Captain.
But you're not.
I quite understand the romantic interest which you so chivalrously display.
Yes.
On the other hand, youth is impetuous and sometimes foolhardy.
So, reading between the lines, I should mind my own business.
The virtues of such a course have undeniable advantages.
Yes, I dare say. I dare say. Well, au revoir. You too, pickle-faced. Miss Clavering. Phyllis.
Who's that?
I loaned you my car tonight. Remember?
Captain Drummond. Please, please go away. If they find you here,
Your genial host believes I've gone. And besides, they're all downstairs discussing golf sticks with Colonel Nielsen.
You know Colonel Nielsen? You gave him the envelope?
He threatened to draw and quarter me.
Why? Didn't you read what was in it?
Well, the envelope contained an assortment of Mother Goose rhymes.
Oh. Then someone must have...
Substituted them for what you wrote.
That's the only way it could have happened.
Ah. Now, let's get to the bottom of this, shall we? Who was it they murdered tonight on the moor?
Saunders, the chauffeur. He was helping me escape.
You're being held here against your will. Isn't that it? Why?
I don't know exactly, and yet in a way I do. You see, my brother... It does sound a bit queer, doesn't it?
Well, a little mixed, shall we say.
Do you think I'm crazy?
Well, if you are, I rather like it.
Well, and until his death, 2 months ago, Ted, that was my brother, was Mr. Merridew's secretary.
How did Ted die?
He was shot during a hunt.
You think it was an accident?
No. Merridew murdered him in cold blood.
Why?
I don't know.
What was in those papers you were so anxious for Colonel Nielsen to see?
I don't know that either.
But if you wrote them...
But I didn't. Ted wrote them weeks ago.
Well, if he sent them to you, you must know what was in them.
He didn't send them to me. I found them in the garden. The envelope had come apart. And the writing was so blurred and so covered in mud that I couldn't read most of it.
Anyway, what could you make out? Anything?
Well, there was, an astounding discovery concerning Major Merridew. And 2 whole pages of numbers. A series of numbers, it seemed to me. After Ted died, Mr. Merridew sent for me. He's an old friend of my father's. He asked a lot of strange questions. I guess my answers must have made him believe that I knew what Ted had written. Because I've been a prisoner here ever since.
But I told you, Mr. Longworth, Captain Drummond left just a few moments ago.
Wasn't that his... Oh, I see. He's gone, you say?
Yes, Mr. Longworth.
Oh, thank you, yes. The fogs up this way are very similar to the fogs in London, aren't they?
Quite similar, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Have you seen anything unusual?
No. No, I haven't. But sometimes at night there are the most peculiar noises. Like something shrieking. Then the lights go down and up. Then it'll stop and start all over again. Shh, someone's coming. Go, please.
Are you comfortable, dear?
I'm all right.
And have you taken your medicine? Remember what Professor Stanton told you, dear. To find your way back to health and happiness, you must do exactly as he says. You try and get a quiet, comfortable night, and don't let those dreadful imaginings upset you again. I'll be in my room, dear. If you want anything, just call me.
Is he a friend of yours? Styles! What happened?
Why, Captain Drummond...
Captain Drummond? What was he doing?
I don't know, sir. Before I could say anything, he and the other gentleman...
What other gentleman?
Mr. Longworth, sir. They set upon me. That's all I can remember.
And that's enough. Drummond? Drummond!
So there you have Phyllis's story.
Exciting, isn't it?
But it could have happened, Algy. It could have happened.
I don't know. If you're considering her as a possible mother for your children, I'd be awfully careful, old boy. When Gwen and
Wait a
I...
minute. I have an idea.
Oh. Hugh, if you
Don't interrupt me, please.
But Hugh, quiet! I'm sorry, old boy, but you've just got to excuse me.
Huh? What? Where are you going?
Well, I'll be right back. beautiful technique, sir.
Thank you, Tenny, thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, sir, the gentleman has laid his egg.
Well, that's biologically impractical, but quite expressive.
I rather like it, sir. Now, if this had been a bullet...
Bullet. That's it, Tenny, bullet. Lock him up in the hall cupboard. Algy! 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 What are you doing? Come on, I've got it.
Wait a minute, old boy. How do you do, sir? What game are we playing?
Oh, come on. You're certain, are you, that this is the bullet that killed Ted Clavering?
Oh, yes, sir. That was Exhibit A.
Very good, Constable. I'll forward a recommendation for your promotion.
Oh, thank you, Commissioner Nielsen.
It's all right.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
I say, old boy, do you mind if you use your phone?
Come on, come on.
Oh, dear.
Now, Constable, I'm in a hurry.
Hang on a minute, dearie. Yes, sir?
I'm Commissioner Nielsen.
You're Commissioner Nielsen?
Yes, of Scotland Yard. I want you to send 2 of your men, or go yourself, to Rockingham Lodge and see that Captain Drummond, Captain Hugh Drummond, remains there until I let...
Wait a minute. You say that you're Commissioner Nielsen of Scotland Yard?
Certainly.
Well, how about your credentials?
My credentials? Why, what do you mean?
Well, I think I know Commissioner Nielsen, I do. And you, not him, you ain't.
I'm not. What do you...
Why, the Commissioner was here himself just now. And in impersonating an officer is a very serious offense. You might have to cool off in a cell, you might.
Why, what do you mean?
Here, Elf! Elf, come here a minute.
I don't like it, I tell you. I want to get away from here.
When all we need is 2 more weeks, we're staying. If we'd got rid of the girl in the first place, none of this would have happened. All right, I was wrong. We can't do away with her now. Nielsen isn't a fool.
He believes she's ill. You can tell him she can't leave her room.
Drummond.
Good night.
I'll attend to this. It isn't against the law to shoot a prowler. And if the prowler happens to be Drummond, that's our good fortune.
Oh, dear. Hospital. Hospital. Are you there? Oh.
Tenny, where are you?
Hospital? This is Mr. Longworth speaking. Yes, and I'm about to... well, that is, I'm going to have a... I say, old girl, is my baby born?
Oh, yes, you're the father of...
Hello? Operator! Oh, I've been cut off. Hugh, I'm a father.
Nice work. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel all right. Yes, hello. Hello, operator.
Algy. I have it. Why, Christopher, I have it. Now, our friend the constable supplied this bullet, which killed Ted Clavering. Now, our friend the dummy supplied this one, which Merridew attended for me.
Yes. Hello.
Now.
Hello, operator.
Look at the rifling on these 2. Identical, are they not?
Very pretty. Operator.
Visitors, Algy. Visitors.
Hello, operator.
Oh, Inspector, you're just the man I wanted to see.
Yes, and you ought to be shot for this night's work, young Huey Drummond.
Impersonating an officer.
No, they're under arrest. You too, Longworth.
Oh, but I say, Colonel, I've just
quiet.
become...
Well, what are you going to say for yourself?
Colonel, 6 weeks ago, one Ted Clavering died with a bullet in his heart. Tonight, fired from the same gun, mark you, another bullet sped into the heart of a defenseless dummy.
A dummy?
A dummy, Colonel, upon which I performed an autopsy.
And you found what?
In its cork and Excelsior heart, the bullet intended for me.
Pity it missed. And I suppose you'll be asking me to believe that the gun that fired these identical bullets belongs to Mr. Merridew.
It does belong to him, Colonel.
Yes, and I've told you before that I've known Merridew for years.
But, Colonel, it takes only one false move to make an honest man a crook.
Yeah. Have you got those bullets?
In there, sir.
Open the door.
Excuse me.
Hello, operator. Operator.
And now, Colonel, if you'll just follow me.
Well, where are they? Well?
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. And you're under arrest.
Wait a moment. I know. That butler we captured. He must have escaped and...
Butler? What butler?
Styles of Greystone Manor. Now, while we were out there, he must have come in here.
Do you expect me to believe all this? Now, first you insult my friends. Then you impersonate me. Then you expect me to swallow a lot of mildewed melodrama about autopsies on dummies, identical bullets, disappearing butlers, murdered chauffeurs, and young girls who write nursery rhymes.
Oh, Colonel.
Oh, Greystone Manor, please.
But, Commissioner.
No, I'm here to enjoy a holiday, and I mean to enjoy it.
Shall I, sir?
Yes, yes.
Oh, Inspector, please.
And you and your man remain here.
They won't get away from us, they won't, sir.
But, Colonel, I've just become a father.
Well, there's nothing so extraordinary in that. Is that you, Merridew? Yeah. This is Nielsen. I'm a Drummond's. Yeah, well, at the moment, I have him handcuffed and under guard. And he's going to stay there for the next 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah, we play golf tomorrow? Yes, that'll be very nice, yes.
You didn't have your usual good luck. It's all right. Nielsen's got him locked up.
Yes, but will they keep him locked up?
I'll have a couple of men down from the yard to take them up to London. You hear that, Master Huey Drummond? And for 2 weeks, while you are languishing behind prison bars, I shall be playing golf. Why?
Hugh, what did he say? Nothing at all. Would you gentlemen mind if I called my man? I'd like a scotch and soda.
Well, sir, I don't know as I...
Thank you. Tenny! Tenny!
He must be out, sir, he must.
That's a colossal deduction, Higgins. As you say, he must be out. Tenny!
It became necessary for me to leave rather unexpectedly, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. Will your friends join you, sir?
An excellent idea, Tenny.
I rather like it.
What say, Constable, will you join us?
Well, now, sir, it don't seem exactly right, it don't. You know, drinking with you after arresting you, sir, now does it, Elf?
Well, I can't recall anything in the book of rules or regulations.
Splendid, Elf. Of course you can't. Come, Constable.
Well, I don't know as...
Oh, while we're quaffing these convivial cups, we'll allow bygones to be bygones. Eh, Higgins?
All right, you are, sir. It's all in the line of duty, it is, sir, and no hard feelings, I hope.
No hard feelings.
Good.
An inspired idea, Tenny.
A harmless drink, sir, but quite effective.
Now, after Styles escaped, you followed him?
Yes, sir.
And this pursuit led you to?
The stone wall surrounding Greystone Manor, sir.
And at this stone wall?
He saw me, and I blackened both his eyes, sir. He caught me off my guard once.
Was that all that happened?
No, sir, he disappeared.
Into thin air?
No, sir, into the stone wall, I believe.
Into the stone wall?
You see, sir, when the gentleman's fist made contact, there were a number of shooting stars, long ones, something in the nature of comets, sir. And during this astronomical display, a portion of the wall seemed to open, and Styles...
Disappeared into that opening.
That was my impression.
Good. Now, do you think you'll find the same spot again?
If I must.
Come on, Andy. You're the telephone. Come along. Come along.
I don't need it, I tell you. I won't take it.
Professor Stanton knows what's best for you, dear.
There.
Good night, my dear.
Good night.
This place, I stood here and Styles stood there, sir. And the wall seemed to open up directly behind you, sir.
In here?
In there, sir. Did I tell you?
Oh,
several times, sir.
Aha.
You've solved the mystery, sir?
Yes, Teddy, there seems to be a gate.
That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
It would, and unromantically enough, we won't even have to force an entrance. Come on.
But you, I've got to... Huh? After you, sir.
Oh.
That, Halsey, is Phyllis's room.
Yes, but it seems to be barred.
As a matter of fact, it is barred, but the one below it is not. Now, if I only had a...
Would this serve the purpose, sir?
It would.
I brought it from the car, just in case.
A great idea, Tenny.
I rather like it, sir.
Yeah, but I say, Hugh, after I'm a family man now, you know, and Gwen would be terribly...
That's over. You and Tenny wait here.
Oh. What was that?
What's the matter with you? I heard something, I tell you. There's someone moving about. Come on, we can't be at this all night.
Miss Clavering.
Stanton! Stanton!
I'm coming.
Phyllis. Phyllis! Take Phyllis for a dropper.
Phyllis?
Thank God, I got her with your very life.
Where will I take her to? If those constables regain consciousness...
I know the jail.
I took the keys from the constable, sir.
Tenny, you have wonderful ideas.
I rather like them, sir.
Now, come on, they'll never find her there.
Huh? Yeah, then I can phone the hospital.
Yes, but hurry, hurry.
All right.
Captain Drummond.
Phyllis. Are there two of you?
Two of me?
3 minutes ago, I rescued you from your room.
Oh, that was Natalie.
Asleep in your room?
No. A little while ago, Professor Stanton gave me a sleeping tablet. I held it in my mouth. And when Natalie came to see if I was asleep, I smashed her over the head with a night lamp.
Phyllis, you're wonderful. You're one of us.
One of you?
Yes, it's Algie and Tenny and... Come on.
Are all the doors and windows locked? Everything. It's getting to be funny the way you keep hearing things.
That's Styles and Professor Stanton.
Well, go upstairs and see whether everything's all right. Oh.
Well, it looks as if you might be here for quite a while, Phyllis. Be seated.
Thank you. Dust.
Dust of the ages, my dear. Alive with the romantic past of these ancient walls.
And sneezes, too.
Yes. I suppose this beehive of industrious skullduggery will eventually quiet down. And then we can get out. Seems to come from below.
It does come from below.
Yes.
But don't you think we're talking too much?
That's a very wise remark. But before we settle down to wait, may I ask just one simple question?
If it doesn't take too long an answer.
Oh, it doesn't. Do you cook?
No.
No? Oh, that's too bad. Well, we will now meditate.
About what?
This.
Was everything all right upstairs? Everything is locked, if that's what you mean. But the window in the library wasn't. There's somebody in this house. What? What is that? Who's in there? Come out, or I'll shoot. Open it up.
There's a key on the other side.
Well, push it out. What are you waiting for? Open that chest.
hello. Good evening.
Get up, Drummond. Keep your hands above your head.
I'm awfully sorry, old chap, but I can't make it. Would you mind if Pickleface gave me a lift?
Help him. No tricks?
No tricks. If I could use a good one.
Take his gun.
And there, my friend, I have you, because I haven't a gun.
Then you're very careless, Captain Drummond.
No gun.
Straight ahead. To your left.
I thought I heard something.
Now you're doing it. Straight ahead. That'll be far enough.
Aha. Tricks.
In there.
Your persistence is to be admired.
Thank you.
But your judgment is not.
I see. Another trip to Snowden's Marsh.
Yes. It leaves no incriminating evidence.
And when does this interesting event take place?
There's no time like the present. No noise. You follow me?
Perfectly. Professor Stanton might use his pop gun.
And he is an excellent shot. Yes? Oh, Colonel Nielsen.
Yes, Mary Jo. Has Captain Drummond been there again?
Why, no, Colonel. We haven't seen him here. Oh, no, it isn't necessary that we have a guard. I'm sure he won't bother us again. Yes, Colonel. Oh, thank you so much. Good night. All right, Drummond.
Surely not now.
Why not?
Well, my man and Mr. Longworth both know I'm here, and you must account for me.
That's for us to worry about. If you don't mind.
But I do. You're fond of your attractive sister?
I don't see what that has to do with the situation.
Suppose I tell you she's not in Greystone.
What? I'd say you're a liar.
Suppose you look.
Tell Miss Selden to come here at once.
Hello. Hello. Give me Colonel Nielsen's place. Yes, the Oaks. Hurry, please.
Come out of there.
May I sit? Thank you. And lower my hands.
You're courageous, Drummond.
And you're very versatile. Murder, kidnapping, and counterfeiting. Series D of the warlord, aren't they?
If you say so.
A very clever idea. Putting all Miss Clavering's inheritance into these fakes. These counterfeit bonds you've been making.
Get rid of them.
By all means, because that's the sort of evidence that...
Shut up! All right.
Oh, no, you won't. You won't shoot me, because I happen to be the only one who knows where your charming sister is.
Hello. Hello. We were disconnected. Ring Colonel Nielsen's again.
and ring the police station. Hurry, please.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Quite a strenuous task, Tenny. Miss Clavering has an extremely well-developed right.
Rather of the channel swimmer type, I should say, too.
If I ever get my hands on you, I'll stretch your eyes out.
It's a very trying situation, Tenny. You see, I've just...
Quite so, sir. You've just become a father, sir.
And as things are, I don't know.
You don't know what you've become the father of, sir. It, or they, might even be quintuplets, sir.
Tenny, hold him.
Look out, Gower. What the...
Oh, it's you, is it, Colonel?
You, Longworth, of all people. Are you out of your mind?
No, you see, well, that is Tenny.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, well, he suggested quintuplets.
Has Drummond anything to do with it?
What's he, Colonel? Why, Hugh's my best friend.
Yes, and he's at Merridew's. I know it. Go on, drive on.
See what's keeping Natalie and Styles. Natalie! Styles!
May I? Awkward situation, isn't it, Meridew?
Did you find them, Stanton?
Drop that gun.
Miss Clavering, exactly on the count of 3, I'm going to end an awkward situation.
And that awkward situation line belongs to me.
1, 2...
Phyllis, behind you!
They're gone. Natalie and Sarah, they're both gone. Where's Mrs. Selvin?
Proving, Mr. Meridew, that two can play the game.
Where is she, Drummond?
Guess.
If you value your life...
And I assure you I do. And for my life and Miss Clavering's freedom, I'll bargain with you.
I don't bargain. For the last time...
Sorry, old man, had to do it. Glad to see you again, Hugh, old boy. Operator.
Now, this man...
I demand that you...
You're under arrest. Help him, Penny.
And now, Colonel, let me explain.
You don't have to. There's another of them, the one they call Styles, the butler. Find him.
You mean you've known about Meridew?
Oh, yes. Over quite a while. Don't take it so hardly. After all, you've been useful in your own quiet, acrobatic way.
What? Oh! You! It's the boy!
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, Colonel.
What? Oh, yes, and the same to you.
But, Commissioner, why didn't you let me know?
Oh, my dear boy. Experience suggested a saner course than yours, and experience would have achieved the same result.
Yes, I know, but Phyllis... Phyllis.
Oh, Phyllis! Phyllis! Phyllis!
Here I am.
Phyllis. Are you running away?
Yes,
Oh, Phyllis.
with you.
For life? Oh, come on. Let's go!
Well, and where are you two going?
Oh, we're off to make our wedding arrangements.
What?
Do you approve?
Oh, most assuredly. If you'll take a long honeymoon. Promise?
Oh, I do. Why?
Because when you leave England, I shall get a chance for a real vacation.
Then pack your things, Commissioner, because we're on our way.
years when we are married, soon one dear heart ne'er to be. Soon one dear heart ne'er to be. Penny! Soon one dear heart ne'er to be. Penny!
Coming, Captain Drummond.
You rang, sir?
Yes, I rang. Now, why didn't you come the first time I called?
Because the cook is deaf, sir.
Are we playing a game, Tenny?
No, sir.
Then riddle me the reason you didn't come, because Cook is deaf.
Because if she were not deaf, sir, she would have heard you. And if she had heard you, she would have called me.
And if she had called you, you would have heard her.
I would have heard her, and I would have come to you, sir.
You win, Tenny.
What, sir?
Now, where were we?
If you mean where was I, sir, I was outside with the torchlight. The fog is very thick, and you're afraid that Colonel Nielsen and Miss Clavering wouldn't see them.
See them?
The gates, sir.
Oh, well, you lit them, of course.
The gates, sir.
And now, Tenny, the lantern's on the gates.
Oh, yes.
Well, now that we're out of the fog, let's see if you can help me.
Very well, sir.
Tenny, I have written a poem.
Not really, sir?
Yes, really. Here, read this.
Very well, sir. The first letters of each line taken in order spell a young lady's name, sir. Phyllis. Phyllis.
Go ahead, read it.
I am, sir.
Aloud.
Perhaps you'll know when this you see how much, my dear, you mean to me. You've brought new joy into my days. Love has me captured in its maze. Long seem the hours through which I gaze into the years when we are married. Soon one dear heart ne'er to be blank.
Well,
it's a bit on the feathery side, don't you think so?
Feathery side?
Oh, definitely, sir.
Oh, Tenny, I want help, not criticism. Tenny, what rhymes with married?
Married? Married? Harried, sir.
Oh, no, Tenny. Harried doesn't go with married.
You speak with the voice of inexperience, sir.
You don't like the idea of my getting married, do you, Tenny?
May I speak freely, sir?
Of course.
No, sir, I do not.
But why, Tenny? Why? I want to be married.
There's an old saying, marry in haste and repent at leisure, sir.
Ah, but Phyllis, Miss Clavering, is different, Tenny. She is...
Probably at the door, sir. Shall I answer it?
No, Tenny. I shall answer. Here, hold this. Darling.
Hugh.
Just a moment, young fella.
Hello, Colonel. I have your favorite cheese souffle just as you ordered.
Good. Try and hold it for me. I've got to meet the 7 o'clock express. There's some important papers from the yard.
Oh, what's up at Scotland Yard? A nice, juicy murder?
No. But now that you're back in England, anything can happen, and probably will.
Not this time, Inspector.
And I hope you're right. And don't call me Inspector.
Right you are, Colonel. Do you like cheese souffle?
Do you?
I hate it.
So do I.
Thank heaven.
Good evening, Tenny.
Good evening, Miss Clavering. Shall I destroy this, sir?
No, Tenny. You may take Miss Clavering's wrap. Sit down, Ellen.
Oh, for me. Why, Hugh, it's an acrostic.
I spent the better part of 2 hours on it.
Perhaps you'll know when this you see how much, my dear, you mean to me. Well, that's sweet.
You really like it?
Of course I do. You've brought new joy into my days. Love has me captured in its maze.
Darling, I'm so completely lost. I hope I never find my way out.
Long seem the hours through which I gaze into the years when we are married. Soon one, dear heart, near to be
Yes. What rhymes with married?
Harriet?
Oh, that's what Tenny said.
Tenny doesn't like me.
Oh, you mustn't mind him, though.
But you're very fond of Tenny, and...
Pardon me. Hello?
Hello, Hugh. Are you there?
I hope so, Algy. Are you?
Somebody must have spilled a box of tacks on the road near Five Oaks Inn, and all my tires have gone flat. Drift down for me, will you? Right you are.
Here's your change, sir.
Oh, thanks. Here's a bob for you, my girl.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But I beg your pardon, but you see, I was in a
hurry? Yes. Michael Valdin, at your service. I could not help but overhear your difficulty with the tax. And as my way takes me to Captain Drummond's very gates, may I suggest that I accommodate you in that direction?
Oh, that's awfully decent of you and all that. But if I didn't wait for Hugh...
Yes, of course, I understand. But you see, I insist that you permit me this slight favor.
I say, you can't do this to me.
Quiet, quiet.
But my baby's being christened in the morning. And if I don't go...
Yes, smile for the pretty little barmaid.
Sure you won't come along?
No, I'll try to think of something to rhyme with married.
Think about this. Back in a little while.
Hors d'oeuvre, miss?
No, thank you. Oh, Tenny,
Yes, miss.
why don't you want Captain Drummond to marry me?
You see, miss, Captain Drummond leads an adventuresome sort of life. And I rather doubt that you would fit in, if you will forgive my saying so.
Is that all you have against me, Tenny?
You see, miss, Captain Drummond is rather like a son to me, and I don't want to see him make a mistake.
And because he proposed marriage an hour after he met me, you feel he might be making one?
Love at first sight is rather like a mule, Miss Clavering. It kicks backwards.
Suppose I were to tell you that Captain Drummond is the first and only man I've ever cared for, and that I love him deeply and with all my heart. Would that make any difference?
I rather think it would, miss.
Then that's the way it is, really.
That makes me happier.
Good. Tenny,
Yes, miss.
Captain Drummond really likes this adventuresome life you mentioned.
If I may use the term, miss, it's the captain's wine.
You like it, too.
Well, it sort of runs in the family, miss.
Don't you think there's much to be said in favor of home and fireside?
The thought had never occurred to me, but it is an idea.
Well, I, for one, hope that after we're married, we can all settle down to peace and quiet. It's probably Colonel Nielsen.
This is Rockingham Lodge. Captain Drummond's residence.
Yes, miss.
Will you bring my bags, please?
Quiet, please. Pay no attention.
Did you hear what the man with the glasses said?
No, sir, but it was ever so nice and friendly-like. Because when your friend went away, he smiled at me, and he gave me a bob, he did.
He left no message for me?
No, sir, he just went.
Oh, there's another bob for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Rockingham Lodge, hurry, please. Operator! Operator! Phyllis! Tenny!
Captain Drummond?
Who are you?
You are Captain Drummond?
Where's Miss Clavering?
May I suggest that you stay where you are, please? Thank you. I am Michael Valdin. You do not know me. 1 year ago, my brother-in-law died on the gallows. You were responsible. I could kill you now, Captain Drummond, and settle our score. But I will not let you off with one bullet. No, that would be too easy. Too easy for you and Miss Clavering.
Where is she?
It became necessary for her to leave quite suddenly.
She wouldn't do that.
On the contrary, she went quite willingly when informed of of the conditions.
What conditions?
You may find out later, that is, if you are clever. I am here only to impress upon you the necessity, shall we say the most vital necessity, of doing exactly what you are told.
And what am I supposed to do?
Remain here until you are told to leave. Do not notify the police. And I warn you particularly not to bring your friend Colonel Nielsen into this. If you do, Miss Clavering will be killed immediately. We understand one another, do we not? Yes. And now, Captain Drummond, until we meet again, you are clever.
Colonel, Phyllis is gone.
Gone where?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I haven't the remotest idea.
Confounded Drummond. How is it that whenever I see you, someone has either been murdered or disappears? Come on. Tell me about it.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
You're Scotland Yard. I can't bring the police into it.
I'm more than Scotland Yard. I'm your friend. If there's anything wrong, I want to know it.
Oh, I can't tell you, Colonel. Thanks just the same. Don't think I'm being rude, but...
You want me to leave?
Please.
Then I won't leave.
But, Colonel...
No.
Captain Drummond! Captain Drummond!
Tenny! Heaven's sake, what's happened? Here, sit down. Here. Where's Miss Clavering?
I really couldn't say so.
Well, what happened?
I don't know exactly. But shortly after you left, there was a knock at the door.
And when you opened it?
There stood a lady.
Read that, Miss Clavering.
It's round and flat and not a hat, but it carries a message for all of that. What is it?
A jingle. But a most important jingle.
I don't understand.
Perhaps your playful captain will. He is fond of putting his thoughts in rhyme, is he not?
Well, he shall have his fill, I promise you.
You want to hurt him through me?
I shall.
You mean you intend to...
Eliminate the meddling captain? Yes.
Will I see him again?
Perhaps. But do not think you can warn him. To do so would only end the matter quickly.
I really couldn't say so, but there was a roaring noise in my head like a train emerging from a tunnel.
And then?
And then I woke up.
Where did you wake up, Tenny? Where?
In a tulip bed. There was something in my hand.
What was it?
An envelope.
An envelope?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come, Tenny, do we have to search you?
It might help, sir.
Someone's playing a joke.
It must have backfired.
Hello? Phyllis, darling, are you all right? Where are you?
Listen carefully, Hugh. I can say what I'm going to only once.
All right, darling, go ahead.
It's round and flat and not a hat. But it carries a message for all of that.
What? Say that again. Phyllis! Phyllis! She hung up.
What did you say?
It's round and flat and not a hat, but it carries a message for all of that.
Round and flat, not a hat. Carries a message for all of that.
Well, what is round and flat and not a hat that carries a message?
Might be a gramophone record.
Do you recognize the voice, Hugh Drummond? I am Irena Soldanis, widow of Karl Soldanis. You are the one person responsible for sending my husband to the scaffold. And now I am repaying you for the misery you have caused me. Phyllis Clavering is with me. You have until morning, Drummond, to find her. You can use your friend Longworth and that putty-faced servant of yours. But keep Colonel Nielsen and Scotland Yard out of it. You like games, don't you, Drummond? Then my game with you begins. 8 paces ahead, you'll find a clue. It's twisted and hanging plainly in sight.
8 paces ahead. I don't see anything twisted and hanging.
Sounds like a rope.
Or a piece of cord. Mr. Longworth.
Untie him. Glad you're alive, old man. Exactly 40 miles from here, you'll find an inn where fishermen are lying. Perhaps Phyllis will be there. Exactly 40 miles from here, you'll find an inn where fishermen are lying.
Exactly 40 miles. But can't we New Shoreham? You, try Drayminster.
Drayminster? Here you are. Drayminster, Sussex, population 2,200, Hotel The Angler's Rest.
And fishermen would be lying at an Angler's Rest.
It's an inn at Drayminster. Tenny, my gun.
Yeah, get one for me too, old boy.
I'm coming too, sir.
Good idea, Tenny.
But Hugh, my baby's being christened
We
tomorrow.
don't need a babe. We'll name her for Phyllis.
But I can't. She's a boy.
What did this fella,
Valdine?
What did he look like?
Well, about my height, very dark and wore thick spectacles.
Thick ones, eh? Anything like this?
That's Valdine.
The gentleman's name is not Valdine. From these reports, which came down on the express tonight from the yard, it appears that Mikhail Bagoris and some woman, possibly your friend Irena, are wanted in Paris for swindling an American millionaire and murdering him. Scotland Yard will handle this.
You heard what Irena said about the police. You can't, don't you see?
You really think she'll play the game?
No, as long as it amuses her. You've got to keep out of it.
All right, you go ahead, handle it your own way.
Splendid.
Your gun, sir.
Goodbye, Colonel. Come on, Algy, let's go.
Scotland Yard. Colonel Nielsen speaking. Have Sanger meet me at...
You know, my dear Sanger, I really think I should have been an actor. I was very good at amateur theatricals. But I chose a less dangerous profession. Would you know me?
I know your voice, Colonel Nielsen.
All right, get me belly jacket.
That's capital, sir.
Now remember, don't you and Griswold follow me too closely. And don't come into the Angler's Rest until either I call you or you see that I'm in trouble.
Right, sir.
Hey, everybody.
5th time round, right?
Right, sure. Oh, thank you.
Well, come on, Tenny, you're one of us. Oh, why the devil doesn't something happen?
Off a bit.
Outside. If he tries to follow me, you fellows stay here.
But you...
Do as I tell you.
Very good.
Tenny, I'm going to follow him.
Oh, no, sir. Captain Drummond told us to stay here.
My mind is made up.
How's Aileen again?
All right, you are, old Finch.
Captain Drummond, we meet again.
Yes, I expected we would.
Then you also probably expected another little poem. Yes, Yes. Here it is.
What do I do next?
That depends on your cleverness.
What you've done once, do once again. What you've done once, do once again.
Loud and bitter.
Right, Jocelyn.
Where are they?
Who, sir?
My friends, they were sitting over there.
Oh, there, sir. They're out for a bit of air, sir. They're heavy with ale, they was.
Well, you better bring me some.
Right, Jocelyn.
What you've done once, do once again.
I had you come to Angler's Rest to make certain that you are keeping Colonel Nielsen out of this. You have been so clever in finding other people, Drummond. See if you can find Phyllis. Pay attention to this. In Limehouse, beneath a setting sun, you will find what sounds like the number 1. Go inside, and the number 3 will bring you straight to me.
Well, now, I never heard that before.
You're going to again.
I had you come to Angler's Rest to make certain you are keeping Colonel Nielsen out of this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, there you are. Sherry and I were
Never
just
mind
up-
that. Read this.
Huh? The ABC, old fellow.
Oh, please, Algy, be serious.
Right you are. Limehouse District. Neat, what?
Excellent, sir. Pardon. I think I can help you, sir.
Well?
To begin with, I have a sister.
Yes, Tenny?
And she lives near Limehouse.
Well?
And I know the place like a book.
Don't you think you're taking an unnecessary risk, Colonel Nielsen?
I rather like doing this sort of thing, Sanger. Besides, I've got to watch Hugh Drummond.
Can't Griswold and I take this case?
You don't know Hugh Drummond. He believes that he alone can save Miss Clavering, and he may be right. He's a fearless fool, you know. He caught Carl Soldanis, one of the most dangerous criminals I've ever known. And through Drummond, I hope to catch Irena Soldanis and Valdine. Here, put this pillow under my coat, will you? Hello.
The Sanglebones Cafe, matey. I smell trouble, eh?
Beneath the setting sun. Tenny, your idea of disguise was a stroke of genius.
I rather like it, sir. No. W-O-N-1, O-N-E-1. The similarity of sound resulting from the different spellings of Oriental and Occidental words suggests material for an interesting thesis, what?
Yes, and if you mix ideas like that with the clothes you're wearing, you'll get a knife in your gullet down here.
Yes, sir. Your life wouldn't be worth tuppence.
Don't you think I'll have to phone Gwen? You know, our baby's being christened tomorrow.
Oh, you'll be there, Algy. I hope.
Huh?
Be careful. Keep your eyes peeled for the number 3. Come on. Right, Charles.
She rises so right, and up she rises early in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Take it easy, mate. What'll you have?
Mild and bitter.
Same here. Same for me.
Put him in the longboat until he's sober. Put him in the longboat until he's sober. Put him in the longboat until he's sober early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, and up
All and mild. Stranger, you?
And what's it to you?
All right, all right. I was just trying to be friendly-like, and it takes my bloomin' head off. Well, here's luck, mate. You might need it. Know your way about down here?
Oh, you was right, Mighty. I am a stranger.
Lonesome, too, I takes it.
Lonesome ain't the word for it, if you know what I mean.
Come on, then. And unless you want to find her in the river, tell your pals to stay here.
I'll meet you at my car.
Don't you think I'd better?
You heard what he said.
What? I don't think you'd better follow him, sir. But that bloke looked like a murderer.
Quite right, sir. But he said we were to stay here.
Those 2 lads mean well, but Drummond told them not to follow him, and he meant it.
Kenny, my mind is made up.
What, again, sir?
Yes.
Get them out of here! They ruined my place! Get them out of here! Put him in, and never let them out.
You see so? Yes, you had the right idea, Tenny. Here, take this. You may need it.
Up to you, my friend.
Well, don't you trust me?
Like a brother.
You are puzzled? Perhaps I can help you.
You!
Lively, lads. But I say, old fellow, come on, out of it. And be thankful there's only room in jail for 3 of you. And back there, Alden.
How easily you follow orders, Drummond.
What have you done to Phyllis? Is she all right?
But of course. Would you like to hear her voice?
Let me talk to her.
Speak to him, my dear. You.
Keep your chin up here.
A pretty speech, Drummond.
If Lady Macbeth isn't double-crossing us, we'll get out of this yet.
But you've a long way to go before you find out whether I am double-crossing you or not.
Then let's get on with it. The air in this place won't last forever.
Be grateful that this time it is air.
What am I to do next?
I could kill you now, or leave you here to die. But I've not finished with you. You will suffer just as much as my husband did when his life was taken away from him.
Oh, tell him, please.
You're wasting your time, Drummond. Below you is the Thames River, and I will...
Now find a clue which is hidden below the line.
Good work, Colonel.
I've been wanting to do that for an hour.
Colonel Nielsen, do you think Irena Soldanis intends to release Miss Clavering?
I'm afraid not. And if she suspects the police are on her trail, it'll mean the end of Phyllis.
Do you think we can...
I know we can get to Rockingham Lodge before Drummond. After that, who knows?
One of the words is underscored by the line, but there's nothing below it except what I've just read.
Let me see that again. Oh, confound it, Tenny. Where did your sister have to go for that ale?
Here I am now, sir.
Oh, it's fine, Effie.
It's because it's so late. That's why I was gone so long, sir. And you know Curlikins? That's what I used to call Henry when he were a baby, sir. When I was a-coming up the stairs, there was the most peculiar old man, and he...
A clue which is hidden below the line. Below the line.
Perhaps this will give you an idea, sir.
I could use one, Tenny. Oh, I'm stuck, Algy. I'm absolutely in the dark.
May I see it, sir?
Yes, Tenny.
I think I have it, sir.
Well, Tenny, what?
An idea, sir. Effie, a match.
Here's your match, Curlikins.
Now, you observe, sir, I light the match. I place the flame under the paper, so. During the war, spies resorted to invisible ink. And I thought
that this might be one of the times.
What does it say?
Go back to Rockingham. She's giving us the runaround, Algy.
Maybe she isn't. I mean, we can't be sure until we're certain, can we?
Either way, she's got us lashed to the mast. But we'll beat her, Algy. By Christopher, we'll beat her. Tenny, my clothes. Yes.
That's where you found me, remember?
Yes, Algy, I remember.
Confound it, Drummond. Why do you have to make so much noise?
Hello, Colonel. Did anything happen while we were gone?
Not here, at any rate. Why the disguise?
Chase led to Limehouse.
So you're back where you started from?
Yes, confound it.
Think you'll hear from the lady again?
Well, I'm trying to believe I will. Why doesn't something happen? Tenny!
Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Gwen. Yes, he's here. Algy? Algy?
Don't worry, will you? Sorry, old boy. But what happened?
Gwen wants to talk to you.
Gwen? Is she here?
On the phone.
Oh. Gwen, darling? This is Algy Walgy.
Did you miss me, sweet? Huh? Oh, of course I do. But you think you like being called Algy? Now, Bunny One, you know he looks just like you. Let's call him Gwen. What? Oh, yes, that's right. He is a boy, isn't he? If you were a girl, we'd call him Gwenny Wenny, wouldn't we?
Pardon me, Gwen, but I'm expecting an important call. Goodbye.
Look here, old boy. You...
What?
Nothing.
I brung you something, sir. And if ever I ride in one of them there taxis again, my name ain't Effie Tennyson. I'll have it undone in a moment, sir. I tied it up. Keep your hands to yourself, will you? And I told the taxi man to hurry, but I didn't tell him to break my neck, which he almost did when he hit a bump. Oh, there it is, sir. And the taxi fare come to £1.12 and sixpence, it did.
Pay him, Tenny.
Oh, he's paid, sir. But Curlikins can give me the £1.12 and sixpence.
Where'd you get this?
Why, just after you left, a knock come at the door. And when I opened it, there was a very polite gentleman what wore heavy spectacles. Oh, it's a gramophone record. Maybe we'll have some pretty music. Come on.
I am going to let you see Phyllis within the next hour. She's very brave, Drummond. You should be proud of her. And perhaps she will be proud of you if you find the answer to a line from a certain volume of Wordsworth's poems. Go back to Angler's Rest.
That woman's giving you the runaround, Hugh. Let me handle this, won't you?
If the yard came into this, she would kill Phyllis. Now, Colonel, it's Irana's game, and we've got to play it her way, as long as we know Phyllis is alive. See you later, Colonel.
What's it all about, sir?
That's what I intend to find out. Scotland Yard, please.
Well, this would have to happen. Tools, Sonny.
Here, hold this.
Good evening, gentlemen. May I suggest that you raise your hands, please? Thank you.
It's your trick, Owl Eyes.
And you are vulnerable.
What do we do next?
You, Mr. Longworth, take the captain's gun, please.
Oh, but I say, you
Do as
can't...
he says, Algy.
It isn't cricket. Far from it. Drop it. Hands up again, please. Thank you. This way, Captain Drummond.
See you later, Algy.
Well, you are very optimistic, my friend. Oh, also, may I warn you that to fire after my car, as you intend to do, will result only in the sudden elimination of Captain Drummond. Thank you. I see that you understand. After you, my friend.
I shall have to lower my hands.
Please be certain that is all that you do.
We meet again, what?
That's what?
The night is full of surprises.
Yes. And the night is still young.
Good evening.
Ah, Lady Macbeth.
Witty as ever, Drummond. But I am not walking in my sleep. And here is Phyllis, too.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Hugh.
Chin up.
Right.
Face forward, please, Captain.
Hugh,
Yes, darling.
is Drayminster the 5th or 6th most beautiful village in England?
Does it make much difference?
That depends.
Well, then I'll remember it.
It's important.
Is that all you can tell me?
If she tries to tell you more, it will be most unfortunate.
Say only what she's told you to, darling.
You catch on quickly, Drummond. And now, my friend, you better say goodbye to Phyllis.
What again?
You may stop now. Good hunting, sir.
Bye, darling. Don't worry.
Here we are, sir. Tenny, I came along on the trunk rack just in case.
Oh, brilliant idea, Tenny.
I rather like it, sir. That should be Mr. Longworth.
What happened?
Nice luck, Phyllis.
Yeah? Chin up and all that sort of thing?
Right, go on. Have you got a book of Wordsworth poems?
Poems?
Yes, poems, rhymes.
Is he all right?
I don't blame you for thinking I'm crazy, but I'm looking for a book of poems by Wordsworth. Do you understand?
What's your name, sir?
Drummond, Captain U.C. Drummond.
Then why didn't you say so? This here was left for you by a gentleman.
The spectacles?
Aye, and everyone's too.
Anything's liable to happen. Have the boys stand by with a car.
Very well, Colonel Nielsen.
Wait a minute. Sitting on the... Captain Drummond.
Oh, forbid it. Right, Joe.
Wonder if there's anything in that basket. You know Wordsworth?
Jose.
What do you got in the basket?
Fish.
I'll give him another bitter.
Balm, if you ask me.
Captain Drummond.
Yes, Tenny?
While you were investigating the fish, I found this.
The mere. Landlord!
Well, gents, what'll it be?
Is there a place around here called the Mere?
Aye, there is.
Well, what is it, a pond or what?
No, it's an house, an old house about 3 miles down the east road. It's haunted.
Who lives there?
No one lives there now since old Farmer Jason were murdered about 12 years ago. He were a fierce one, he were. Kept them as awful savage dogs, he did.
Jolly, what?
Out the east road, eh?
Aye, there's no other house near. But you been going there?
Yeah.
Oh, much obliged.
Come on, Elsie. You stay here. If our friend tries to follow, dot him one.
I shall bash him on the bazooka, sir.
About half a mile. Look out! Just made it.
Are you sure?
Go on, go on.
We're doing 50.
Get round it. There's a ditch on this side.
Over here, too.
We could hitch up the tow rope and pull it off. It'll take too long. It's only half a mile further. Come ahead.
Algy.
What?
Don't forget to call Gwen when we get back.
If we get back.
that must be it.
Hang on. Phyllis!
Cheery old place, isn't it?
Come on, Angie. Open the door, Algie.
Huh?
Open the door.
Oh.
Well, Algie, open up. I opened it.
What again?
Come on, hurry up.
Looks like a bally torture chamber. This must have been where the murdered man kept his dogs. Maybe we better go.
Quiet, Ah! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings. Algie, is Drayminster the 5th or 6th most beautiful village in England?
Do you think this is the right time to be discussing the relative beauty of villages, Hugh?
Phyllis asked me that question in the car.
I can't see what difference it makes.
From what Irena said, it might make quite a lot. They wrote their little message between the 5th and 6th rings.
Then the rings must have something to do with it.
But wait, Algie! If we choose the wrong one...
The lady or the tiger, huh?
Or the end of all of us.
Oh. What are you doing?
Never mind, pull that light out. Stand back, Algie. Look out! Nearly missed the christening that time, Algie. Listen. Gas. Phyllis!
Phyllis, this is a surprise.
Better?
I'm all right.
Good girl.
We've been looking all over the place for you.
Shut up, Algie.
Yes.
Wait here a minute.
Exactly 1 year ago today, you caused my husband's death.
This is the last act, I take it.
Yes, you are right, Drummond.
I don't suppose I could strike a bargain with you.
A bargain?
Yes, for Miss Clavering, Mr. Longworth. After all, they're only innocent bystanders.
It was my plan for the first that you and Miss Clavering should go together. If Mr. Longworth happens to be with you, that's his affair. And now I want you to be quiet and listen very, very carefully. Do you hear it, Drummond?
Yes, I understand. The climax of your jolly little game is a trip to Kingdom Come when this infernal machine goes off. That right?
That was Mikhail's idea.
You seem to have thought of everything.
We will keep them company if we do not get out of here. Come.
How much longer do you think it will be?
Till the place is filled with gas, I suppose.
And then it will blow up.
That's it.
We are being followed.
Hugh?
Yes, Elsie?
I wish Gwen were here. I wish I could call her.
Yeah, let's try wishing that door was open.
Hugh, take it away, take it away, take it away.
Push him off the road. Right, sir. Faster.
Better?
Where would you have gone for your honeymoon?
Captain Drummond! Captain Drummond!
Stay here. Yes, Penny, here we are.
Are you there, sir?
Unlock the door.
I can't, sir. There's no key.
Now listen carefully, Tenny. Are the pins and the hinges?
Oh, yes, sir. There are pins.
Well, pull them out.
I can't, sir. They're rusted in.
Tenny, have you got a gun?
Yes, sir.
Now, Tenny, do exactly as I tell you.
Yes, sir.
Put the muzzle of the gun under the top pin.
It's there, sir.
Now, I'll pull the trigger.
It worked, sir.
Good. Now the bottom one. Get ready. Come on.
Tenny! Yes, sir. This place is going to blow up any minute. Get out while you have a chance. I'm sorry, sir. I can't hear you, sir.
You're too late, Nielsen.
One moment! You surely wouldn't impair a profile that has endured this long, would you?
I might have known.
But you didn't.
Well, Irena got away.
Oh, no, she didn't. She and Valdine are in my car. And when I'm through with them, they'll be on their way to Paris to stand trial for murder.
Good work, Colonel.
I think I'll faint now.
Oh, don't, darling. Wait until we're married. Tenny, I gave you the license, didn't I?
Yes, sir. I have it here, sir.